Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. Welcome to your 8-card draw. What do I need? Read. For this new moon in Gemini to full moon in Gemini to new moon in Capricorn, December 2022. It's right in front of me too. I am your reader, Mark Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short. They're just my initials. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, 24 and a half years in service at the time of this recording. I am the author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, available on Kindle. There's a link in the description box in case you'd like to check it out. You can even preview it for free with that link. And you know what I'm really thrilled about? 1 year on Patreon, patreon.com/drawingthecircle. Oh my goodness gracious, what a wonderful year it has been. I now have 8 levels of subscription tiers, whatever you want to call it. Seeker, Human Hero, Angel, Witch, Immortal, Mystic, God, Goddess, which is the top tier. They get everything and it's just one. And all of my subscribers get a bunch of cool stuff. Number one, they get to see me every morning with an unlisted YouTube live stream link talking about the day's astrology, what to do with it, the magic, spiritual implications, all of that, always ending with a little prayer, a little blessing to send us on our way. And it is the best part of my day, or at least the morning. And as well as all of my subscribers on Patreon have access to all of the extended readings. Part 1 on YouTube, sure, you can pay-per-view on Vimeo, and I love Vimeo.com, but all of them across the board get all of the extendeds past to present and into the future as long as they remain subscribers. And there's all sorts of other cool stuff we're serving over there, particularly over the holidays. We're going to be doing some recorded Zoom parties, some, meditations, maybe a tipsy tarot party here and there. We'll see what the inspiration does. So if you want the deeper dive, more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more Mal, come Patreon on Patreon, because I am the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons. But you can call me Mal. Hi. Hey, my Saggies, I love doing that intro. I have to say it over and over and over again, but I really keep it fun and exciting for myself. Did we lose one? Yes, we did. Let's see who it is in case it shows up again, or let's hope it doesn't. Anyway, let's get down to business. If you're new to the channel, an 8-card draw is just 1 card from 8 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about a specific astrological timeline, in this case, a waning moon from full to new, December 2022. Let's have a look at it. We got the full moon in Gemini on Wednesday, December 7th, 11:08 p.m. I'm in New York, so that is Eastern time, and that's quite the day. Gemini ruled by Mercury on Wednesday, the day of Mercury, mercredi, mon ami. Right? That's pretty intense, and it's full moon in the evening, so that's easy enough to, plan around, book for a Wednesday, right? So definitely something verbal there going on, 3rd house Gemini dynamic. But then we're looking at the 2 weeks after that, when the moon rides at her peak, then ye hearts of desire seek, and then clear the decks, right? Release, surrender, alchemize, from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace. I prefer the language of spiritual alchemy, lead having 3 more atoms than gold. So that is the process of what we're going to be looking at here in terms of shadow work, and there's some really cool links in the description box. A movie, the work of Byron Katie, The Shadow Effect, all of that if you want to go deeper into all of that, because there's a bit more happening in that 2-week period. On the 12th of December is Yule, winter solstice, the birth of the sun, right? We're moving into the light half of the year, which is good because the dark moon, which is the 3 days before the new moon, will be in Sagittarius right as we go into the holidays. What fun! Well, the holidays are already underway, but you know what I mean. That last, Christmas weekend can be a bit of a bit much. Chiron goes direct in Aries. The wounded healer goes direct in the sign of Aries, the sign of the child, the same day as the new moon in Capricorn. Friday, December 23rd, New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve, 5:17 a.m. So we'll be waking up in that dynamic. So just be aware of the more shadow work that you can do before those last 3 days, right? Right before, so what, the 19th, 20th, 21st, like that span of time. You'll be ready to really plan. By the way, a new moon in Capricorn on Friday, that's 10th house highest potential on Friday, the day of Venus, vendredi, mon ami. Love, right? So long-term love. So, it's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs. And cross-watchers, if you apply this information, just take it in. You'll have a bit more compassion and understanding for the one you are cross-watching for, in this case, the Sagittarian Collective. And if you apply this to your own energy field, your own process, you will be holographically helping the Sagittarian you are cross-watching for. And Sagittarius, if you do this, not only will you do your own alchemy from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, but you will also be doing it for the entire collective. So, both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will, and I will do my very best to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace to help you shift to a more golden rather than leaded timeline and taking everyone you love and the planet along with you. Quantum, wantum, timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly. Please take a nice deep breath. Because the shift from explanation to divination, for me, happens in the still point. Yeah, and here they all come. All right, using the Caroline Mace archetype deck, I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Sagittarius Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers watching this video, receiving this reading. What is the dominant 8th chakra archetype, or the archetype in the 8th chakra, sending down the codes, the lessons, shifting the electromagnetic dynamics of all the chakras underneath it, shifting what they attract and repel so that they may no longer, of their own free will, delay what cannot be prevented in their soul contracts and their development of soul power. This full to new December 2022. That one came out. The priest, priestess. All right. Sagittarians, 9th house, spirituality, expansion. Got it. Oh, good. Good, good, good. Now, I'm going to read what's on this card. There are a couple of things to know. If you are new, on the bottom is the shadow attribute. That's the lead, toxic, lethal. The light attribute is the gold, the healthy, insulator, conductor, 3 atoms in between the two on the periodic table. So this is the process of releasing, right? Energy and matter can't be created or destroyed, only changed. So this is the symbolic alchemy of it. And our last card down will be the Blessed Bee deck. I love that deck by Lucy Cavendish. Will give us an indication of the hidden blessing because you can't see it when it's led. Little light at the end of the tunnel, as well as we're going to use the whispers of Lord Ganesh, the Hindu elephant-headed god of prosperity, abundance, and removing obstacles to help remove those 3 atoms. Shall we? The shadow attribute, you know, the shadow of the priest, priestess, violates the trust of your spiritual community. Womp womp. Seduced by your own spiritual role. And I would rather the latter than the former, but in my old coven days, I am no longer affiliated with any covens. Thank you very much. I am pure solitary. Thank you very much. I was a high priest and an elder, blah, blah, blah. But the high priest, high priestess fever, you go through it. It's that rush of power, of initiation, but it never goes well. You give people leeway. You got a moon cycle to get over this, sweetheart. The light attribute, the gold you're shooting for, facilitates spiritual commitments, right? And you think weddings, right? That's a spiritual commitment, all sorts of those things, but they can be any kind of spiritual commitment. But with the amount of Reiki people I know, serves as a channel of spiritual energy. There you go. Very universal. Now, this is a member of the divine family of archetypes, 9 different families, so this is about your spiritual power. And according to Caroline Mace, MYSS, she is a PhD in her book, Sacred Contracts, where she goes through the 12 signs of the zodiac. The main focus of Sagittarius 9th house is spirituality work. Let's keep going. Next 4 chakras down. Daughters of the Moon Tarot, feminist deck for the internal, the world behind your eyes, spiritual power, mental power, willpower, and emotional power, which you may or may not share with the outside world until you're ready. Please take a nice deep breath. Because this is where the shadow work begins. Throat chakra minimum. You have to choose or not, right? We're going to do this or we're not. Still point. Good, nice solid connection there. As I call upon my goddesses of fire, the sign of Sagittarius, powers of the South, please, beloved goddesses of mutable fire, 1 card in clarity for the Sagittarius collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading. What do they need to be aware of inside, yin side, goddess, feminine energy to alchemize this priest, this full to new, December 2022? Well, you got to chew on it. You got the 4 of Flames, which is the 4 of Wands. On the inner, in this deck, it's called Conflict, very throat chakra. There are 3 speeds to the throat chakra, if you could say 3 different types of intuition. Spit it out, right? You know, say it, choose it, bring it into the outside world, swallow it. You need some time. This is not the right time for that. And then there's chew. The jagged little pill, right? Maybe it feels so good swimming in your stomach, right? You kind of have to chew on that. That's not really how I want to say that. It's how I feel, but I need better languaging or whatever. So there could definitely be a little bit of a push me, pull me in your throat chakra here. But that could very much be in terms of your own spiritual commitments, right? Whether or not you want to become clergy. I deliberately defrocked myself, though I still have my cords, because these got my vows. The vows you make to the divine are a different gig entirely. Not so much the oaths you take, but the vows you make with the divine in whatever shape or form. So, I know a lot of Reiki masters on Long Island. You can't swing a broom without hitting a Reiki master. And they're great, right? But they're all those channels, and some of them, go by the degree. I'm 1st degree, 2nd degree, 3rd degree, very much a priestess terminology there. So, whatever you're chewing on here, know that it doesn't necessarily mean you have to take immediate action and verbalization. And usually during a waning moon, it's not the best time to do that unless you really want to clear the path. By the way, Mercury's going retrograde at the end of the month. So, maybe you want to clear this up before that goes down. Oh, wrong deck. I jumped a deck. Why? Because the next 3 chakras. Get back there, Matt Kahn. I love Matt Kahn. The lower 3 chakras we are doing with the Mythic Tarot from Juliet Sharman Burke. The masculine energy, the outside, looking at yourself. You step out and see yourself horizontally. Maybe you from the inside, looking out at different people, places, and things, because lower 3 chakras are also about relationships in the physical world. Your solar plexus is your relationship to yourself. Your self-image is a noun, your self-esteem as a verb. Think about that. That's pretty Carolyn Mace. Very, very deep stuff. Your 2nd chakra, relationship to money, sex, and power, as well as other individual people. Root chakra, certainly physical body, physical world issues like that. But also tribes. Anything that you belong to, 3 or more, is a tribe, including your family, your circle of friends, your political party, right? Fleetwood Mac, right? If you're Fleetwood Mac fan, just lost Christine McVie, it's like, oh, and I'll love you like never before. Oh, the death card just popped into my hand. Oh, blessed be Christine McVie, which, yes, also rhymes. So let's see what hits the table. Please take a nice deep breath. Yeah, come on, the Mirage album alone. Still point. Yeah, here we go. Please, my gods, I call to my gods of fire, the sign of Sagittarius, powers of the South, beloved gods of mutable fire. 1 card in clarity for your beloved Sagittarian collectives. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers watching this video, receiving this reading. What do they need to be aware of? Inside out, outside in, lower 3 chakra, masculine energy in the world to help them alchemize that priest in the 8th with conflict in the inner, this full to new, December 2022. And you got got the Sagittarius card. Knight of Wands, if you did not know, is mutable fire. All the knights are mutable. This is the fire element, Wands, mutable fire. Sagittarius, so there is something very much about, I would say, you being very authentic about this. And obviously, if you're a cross-watcher, you're looking at the Sagittarian in the physical world here. But very solar plexus, like what will you hunt and what won't you, right? What will you target? What are your heart's desires? Are they, well, your heart's desires are honorable, but how you go about them, right? What are your boundaries? What you will, what you won't, what you do, what you don't, what you'll stand for, what you won't stand for, particularly in terms of your own relationship with your own spiritual power. Not just spiritual energy, spiritual power. All archetypes are about power and how you alchemize them from toxic to healthy. In other words, from abuse to right use. And that word right use is where we get the word righteous, and we still don't like that word. But abuse ain't no better. So let's linguicize a different word for that if we want. So look, I would say in terms of your masculine energy here, you're out there, you're being authentic, but just watch your words. You know, I have to watch my words to an extent on camera, but even off camera, I live alone with my cats. I'm still, not that I self-edit everything that I say, but certainly I will chew on it before I say it out into the world. A little bit, to the best that I can, right? Interesting. Now, there's not enough in there to say what this is about specifically. It is a general read for starters, but we still got a bunch more cards here. So the chakras in place, let's get you a Matt Kahn Healing Mantra card to help you align that. A mantra during shadow work is helpful because it gives the mind something to do while your energy is processing. For example, the word mantra means mind tool, to cover or to protect in Sanskrit. So it might be helpful to integrate it. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Yeah, I call upon the ascended masters of the divine and divinity because we've got that priestess in the 8th chakra for the Sagittarian Collective and the Cross Watchers. Please, what is the perfect healing mantra? Help them alchemize the shadow to light, the lead to gold, the pain to peace. The lead to gold, if I didn't say it, and I probably did, with that 4 flames conflict, chewing on it on the inner very throat chakra with their card, Sagittarius. I feel you on the outer this full to new December 2022. Uncovering confidence. I am the missing piece that completes the puzzle of the universe. Now, don't let it go to your head, right? That could lead to high priestess fever. I am the missing piece that completes the puzzle of the universe, but so is everybody else, right? There's a unity in that that you want to keep in mind. So to uncover confidence, meaning that it's in there, right? It's not like you have to go, to extremes, but chewing on this might be helpful. So here's what he's got to say. Uncovering confidence. I'm the missing piece that completes the puzzle of the universe. Why, thank you. When confidence is uncovered, you are living from a space of renewed purpose. You know your place in the cosmos, and you are an expression of eternal light, which is eternal truth, again, as are we all. Yes, even them. There is no wavering on decisions or second-guessing your instincts. Well, with decisions, you're chewing on it in your throat chakra. Choices, decisions, willpower. Confidence allows you the peace of mind to stand tall in your truth and to move forward courageously, knowing anything that comes your way can only inspire the gift of endless expansion. One of the key words of Sagittarius, ruled by Jupiter, the planet of expansion. This mantra is ideal for resolving insecurities, easing personal concerns, and finding true safety in your body and the world. Well, that is interesting, but one thing really clicked into me: to move forward courageously, right? That you could do that, but you really want to make sure you got what you want to say, or perhaps the action you want to take. the Knight of Wands cantering, Gemini gallops, Virgo walks, Pisces trots, Sagittarius Knight of Wands canters. So maybe slow your roll a little bit, but it feels like you might be really inspired to do something, but you might just need that extra self-support of uncovering the confidence that's already there, because you're an immortal soul no matter what body you're in. All right? All right, let's see how the party doth turn it, if the party doth turneth, with the Whispers of Love Oracle by Angelo Hartfield. We're going to be using her Whispers of Lord Ganesh, as I said, to help remove the obstacles. But this is the voices of the higher selves of all involved, and this one's got a lot of the romance cards in it. So let's see what your higher selves have to say of all involved. I mean, if this is just within yourself, then it's yours. But I have a feeling there are other people involved here. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. There you go. I call upon the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above. What is the whisper of love? For the Sagittarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video and receiving this reading. I feel that right in my heart. Please, what is the whisper of love? The piece of information, inspiration, insight they need to alchemize the priest, priestess in the 8th, conflict on the inner, Knight of Wands on the outer, uncovering confidence. This full to new December 2022. Be supportive. Role of a priest, priestess, be supportive. Make a genuine effort to show you care. Do you have the confidence to do that? Are you not sure how to do that? Maybe you have the confidence in general. But if you're still chewing, well, I don't. And I could do that, but I could do that. By the way, all of the 4s are about rest anyway. That's why chew. I don't think this is a full-on swallow this and never speak about it again, repress it necessarily. No. No, not with Sagittarius on the outer. I think you will be verbalizing this, but maybe in a way that is supportive, like to say to somebody, I would love to be able to support, I just don't know how. Just had a friend of mine from high school die a couple of days ago. I know, hey, spoiler alert, no one gets out of here alive, right? Blessed be, he was a dear friend of mine. We lost touch over the years, right? And I reached out to his wife, and I said, you know, what can I do to help? I don't live that far away. And she gave me the data. We're going to go to the things. But essentially, you know someone in that situation is going through a lot, so you don't necessarily go knock on their door and each one, can I help, can I help, can I help, can I help? No. But you can say, I'm not sure how to support, but, you know, I'm here. What I say to people is, I'm here if you want my ear, just ask. And friends don't have to pay, right? It's not a spiritual counseling. I'm not going to give you a reading, but I will hold space for you, right? That's a way of being supportive, and it's certainly a divine skill, power. All right. All right. Plus, I'm a witch. I've sat deathbed. I've done memorials. I've done crossings. I've done all of that as a high priest, so it doesn't really faze me. I mean, when you're talking to spirit guides and all that all day long, yeah. Whatever. It's a touchy subject, so can you have the confidence to step up? So, if you're going to do the shadow work, right, you're going to take the journey here, the Divine Animals Oracle can be helpful in kind of indicating who the spirit animals and totems are in your energy field, because everybody has them. If you think of all the fur family you've had in your life, and I'm 54 years old, yeah, I know, I don't look at things. I have to do it. I just have to. I've had lots of puppies and kitties. We had Newfoundlands and Afghan hounds and Labradoodles and, you know, all different. I've had black cats practically all my life. Each one of those are individual spirit animals. I tried to make that one word, didn't I? As well as the dogs, obviously. But the totem of the cat and the totem of the dog are very different. It's the sum total spirit energy of each. Yeah. So let's see what they have to offer to help you do this. Please take a nice deep breath. Got a neti pot later. Still point. By the way, I have ocean sounds playing in the background. There we are. As I call upon the spirit animals and totems for the Sagittarius collective. Sun, cat hair, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, beloved ones of the animal kingdom pantheon, who walks with them, who swims with them, who crawls with them, who flies with them, helping them do the alchemy from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, of the priest in the eighth, conflict on the inner, Sagittarius Knight of Wands on the outer, uncovering confidence and being supportive this full to new December 2022. The links. Feline, but the links. The cat is also in this deck, but the links in particular is about secrets. Uh-oh. Secret what? Please don't comment in the description box of what your secrets are, unless, you know, nobody knows the name you're under. Certainly the Lynx has quite an ancient history to it in terms of riddles and things like that. Not the Sphinx, the Lynx, but they're connected. And it's card number 2. So I'm just going to read you the first part and the last part. The verbal thumbnail, I like to call it, as well as the magical application, if I can just open the page. Tricky links. Please take a nice deep breath. The links, secrets. Here we go. Your word is your bond. Do not gossip or entertain gossip. All may not be as it seems. Now, who had the... Oh, Libra had the gossip archetype in their reading. Just saying. Do not gossip or entertain gossip, as all may not be as it seems. Be shrewd about who you share your confidential information with. Chewing on it. Got it. A little mystery can be a good thing, but keeping secrets that are detrimental to others may not be. And that might be the conflict. Particularly if you're under vows of confidentiality, like hearing a confession and then you hear something and you're like, tricky. Tricky. There is some news worth sharing, but be discerning. And then, of course, if you're the missing piece that completes the puzzle, not just in the universe, but in a situation, I could see why chewing on that for a little bit, getting in touch with your divine power, right? Your spiritual power there would be helpful. The magic. Lynx magic can be utilized when you need to keep a secret or stop gossip. Lobelia helps. I always thought that would be a good name for a girl, but gag. It is the perfect magic to weave when you are making a vow to yourself or another. By the way, vows involve the divine. Oaths are groups and organizations, a promise you usually make to a person. Oaths involve the gods. In my experience, making a vow to yourself or another, a magic that is wild in its nature but focused in its intent. Ensure you are clear with your intentions up front. What are your intentions here? Chew on them. Chew on them, and you'll be able to really uncover that confidence with the heart-centered thing. I just want to be supportive. Myself, everybody involved in this, whoever is involved in that. All right, with secrets. So we got a priest uncovering confidence with supportive secrets, or secret support, or secret squirrel, or whatever. Let's get our next card down, our second to last card down, The Whispers of Lord Ganesh by Angelo Hartfield. As I said, Ganesha, she puts the A on the end, which is fine. It's all good in the neighborhood. He's wonderful, Lord Ganesh, elephant-headed Hindu god of success and prosperity and remover of obstacles. Please take a nice deep breath. Is this one so delicious? Still point. As I call upon the beloved Lord Ganesh, please, God of prosperity, success, and remover of obstacles, one card in clarity for the Sagittarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and crosswatchers watching this video and receiving this reading. What is your guidance, your grace, your love, your wisdom, your power, your blessing, your oracle message to help them remove those 3 atoms from lead, allowing it to be gold? With the priest archetype in the 8th, conflict on the inner, 9 of wands on the outer, uncovering confidence, being supportive with secrets, somehow, this full to new December 2022, relaxation. Hello. Easy enough, right? You know, it's funny. I do breath work before all of these readings, get myself aligned, a little Wim Hof, a little Ho'oponopono, I call it Wim Ho, right? And I was feeling this like, oh, wow, I need to relax. Like, instead of just pounding the breath through my nervous system. I took it a little bit slower. So I kind of felt like that was connected, or at least prepared me for this, which is good, because when you're tight and tense, you're going to really bite down on that in a way that's not going to be too helpful. Or you spit it out in a way that could be incendiary, right? So to really, like it said in those secrets, it's like be very, very honorable in your dealings. Your word is your bond. Ready? Breathe in the Ganesh relaxation. Card number 49, relaxation. Relaxation is important for your health, mood, well-being, relationships, and overall well-being. So this is probably relationally oriented. It is easy to become entangled in anxiety, worry, stressed, and paralyzed thinking. Your day-to-day life may be filled with a multitude of stresses that affect your thoughts and cause you to feel disconnected with the truth of your being. In other words, there are clouds in front of the sun, but the sun is still there. Your divine self is still intact. Always is, right? But might be cloudy with a chance of mystical meatballs in front of it. The truth of your being. Dedicating time to relaxation provides a solid foundation to assist you to be able to live a more balanced, less stressful life. The importance of respite can help to alleviate tension and other health concerns. Indulge in a spiritual bath. Hello, that's my gig, Pisces moon. Adding essential oils and sea salt to the water, lighting candles, burning some incense, and if possible, utilizing clear quartz and rose quartz crystals to intensify the healing nature of the experience. You've essentially been given permission by Lord Ganesh for a treasure bath. Treasure bath! Oh, Dom DeLuise, we loved you so. Use this time to get centered and balanced. Practice deep breathing techniques. I highly recommend the Wim Hof method, WIM-HOF. It's quite the ride. It can also bring about calm and peace, deep breathing techniques. Remember to take a deep breath before you act impulsively on your thoughts. Sort of known for it, Saggies, as this will bring fresh oxygen to your body and relieve anxiety, right? Particularly if it's an issue of confidence. Affirmations are another great tool to help you relax and grow in body, mind, and spirit as you repeat positive, life-affirming statements about yourself, like I am the missing piece that completes the puzzle of the universe. Thank you very much. You'll notice a powerful manifestation of your affirmations in your life. Ask Ganesh for guidance on your spiritual course towards expansion and illumination. Very Sagittarius 9th house energy. And trust that you can now relax and enjoy the journey. All right, so look, this might be you pulling back and recharging and maybe keeping it a secret and keeping these secrets in the throat chakra, chewing away on them, finding a way to be diplomatic and do it from a more relaxed place. Now, which comes first in that, the chicken or the egg, as you will, is up to you, as you will, exactly. But to be supportive of yourself in this then as well, like be supportive, make a genuine effort to show you care about this situation by taking the time, the space, the rest, and the breath of relaxation so that you de-escalate anything, particularly if you're inflamed, right? You want to spit fire, you want to spit tax. I want to be evil, I want to spit tax, I want to be evil and cheat at Jax. So Eartha Kitt. Meow. Okay, so, you know, you're kind of being given be supportive and relax is pretty much a good deal for a shadow read. But we're not done. Last card down, The Blessed Bee by Lucy Cavendish. The lead within, the gold within the lead, the hidden blessing, as we discussed here. With the priest-priestess archetype, we do these blessings for real, all joking aside. Once I read the blessing from the book, the reading is technically over, but usually in the last 2 or 3 minutes, I release the sign and the cross watchers energetically from my field by just letting whatever needs to come out of my mouth come out of my mouth. Please take a nice deep breath. Buckle up. Still point. It's like being in front of the UN. As I call upon the pantheons of all pantheons, asking for a delegation from all traditions, lineages, and cultures for the Sagittarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. Hi! Watching this video, receiving this reading, Earth Ambassador that I am. One card in clarity. What is the hidden blessing, the gold within the lead for the Sagittarius collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Suns, and Cross Watchers watching this video and receiving this reading, to give them a little light at the end of the tunnel, a clue, a tip, a hint, so they can alchemize this priest, priestess in the 8th, conflict on the inner, Knight of Wands, Sagittarius on the outer, uncovering confidence, being supportive, keeping their secrets, and relaxing this full to new December 2022. Very easy card to come out, and it's a blessing on your prosperity. Now, prosperity comes in many forms, as you will hear in a minute, but usually when we're thinking about this, we are thinking about money. However, the word prosperity is akin to the name Proserpina, which is the Roman name of the goddess Persephone, lady of maiden of spring, lady of summer, queen of the underworld, right? So cycles and all of that. Let me read you. She's got like floral bunny ears. I love this deck, and I love the book. I really love Lucy Cavendish's work. Card number 21. Like I said, I'm going to do these for real. You're going to have to wait for the goofy, but this could be a fun one, I have a feeling. Oh, 21. There we go. And not terribly long, but potent. Please take a nice deep breath. Pantheons, please transmit. Still point. Here we go. Card number 21, a blessing to bring prosperity. A blessing for you so that you will always have enough to support you and see you thrive. Dearest friend, may there be more than what it is you need, yet always let you be appreciative of all the gifts you have been given. May the natural prosperity and gifts of each season be yours, the fullness and wide open arms of summer and its rich harvests. May the falling of the leaves of autumn bring you the urge to let go and bring in and do what must be done. Let the depths of winter bring you the richness of the inner light and life, the cold reminding you of the great golden heart at the center of you, and allow the spring to bring you the green shoot pushing through new beginnings. May there be plenty for adventures beyond your home and hearth, Sagittarius. Let there be sufficient so that there is always wood in your fire, food in the pot, and light shining down upon you. May the flow of abundance that nature reveals within all of her faces be yours, and wherever there is need, know it will be met again and again with the blessings of the universe, for they will flow to you, and you may gather them up in your arms and create more and more of whatever it is you need, whatever it is your soul calls out for. You will be able to create a home. You will be able to nourish yourself and those you love. You will no longer struggle or attempt to force. Instead, you will enter the stream of plenty that flows all about you and is now yours. Let prosperity, real and true, be yours, and may there be gratitude and charity and generosity from you to meet the bounty of the world that now flows to you. Blessings of prosperity to you, friend. Let bounty be shared and its ways taught, so that you may know the simple secrets of growing enough for all that is needed. For the well-being of all, and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. So mote it be. So it is. That turned the party a little bit, because this could be about work, career, vocation. So, check other vids on my channel as well. I do work, career, vocation readings too. But if it clicked for you, then please hit the thumbs up and help the other Sagittarians find it, because that's how you shift the algorithm, apparently. Please don't make me do math. But if you want to book me for a private read, because this was kind of general, could be about anything, there's a link in the description box. Booking a reading with Mal explains everything you ever wanted to know about booking a reading with me, but we're afraid to ask. But if you want the deeper dive, the everyday, the magic, the miracles, the mysticism, the Mal complete Patreon on Patreon, I swear to God, it's the best thing I've ever done. Swear to God, I swear. I mean it. It was the best career move I've ever made, and live streaming every morning wakes me up in the best mood, usually. And putting out content there every day and doing all the stuff. Really, I love it so much. Please at least take a moment, get yourself some support if you like it. Come Patreon on Patreon, because I am the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons, but just call me Mal. Anyway, I love you. Please take the time to relax, particularly over a 2-week period right before the you-know-what's-this of it all, the high point of the holidays. Hang in there. Have at it. I love you. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.